Assalamu alaikum. I am inviting you to join me on a little digital journey today through the city of Islamabad. As you can see in this Google Map satellite view, that uh, that is showing the city of Islamabad basically. So we are not actually stepping outside, but we are going to explore the city through the Google Maps. This sounds very simple, right? As this is very interesting and innovative idea to explore the city through the Google Maps. But here's the twist that we are not just going to view the city from the Google Maps, but we are also going to read it like a story and we are going to use two powerful theories that help us to make the sense of urban life. Like the first theory which we are going to talk about by exploring this city is the Walter Benjamin idea of the aura, and the second theory which we are going to explore is Henry Lefebvre concept of right to the city. So sit back and let's walk through Islamabad as a virtual Flaneurs. This sounds very interesting and like very creative idea. We will walk through like the virtual Flaneurs, like the slow observers and the map travelers and the quiet questioners of the space and the meaning. So first of all, we are going to explore F9 Park in Islamabad. Let me just find it. Okay, so here it is. As you can see, this is F9 Park, and now we are in F9 Park, one of the largest green spaces in Islamabad. As you can see, that the most of the area is covered with the green, like greenery. So you can see it's neat and manicured lines from the satellite view stretching across the lake, like the city, like the patch of the breath. This greenery is like representing the patch of the breath. But let's pause here. When we talk about Walter Benjamin's idea of the aura, he means that unique feelings of the place gives us, like the feelings and the atmosphere, the originality and the authenticity of the place. Now through the Google Maps, we are not really there because we cannot feel it. We are removed. So we cannot basically smell the grass. We cannot hear the laughter, or we um, feel the softness of the wind. That's the loss of the aura. And this is what like Walter Benjamin was talking about in the theory of aura. It is basically a kind of spiritual distance that technology introduces. So, but there is another side to it. If we talk about the second theory, which we are exploring, is Lefebvre theory, who asked that who is the space for? Like who owns the city and who has the right to the city? So, who really has the right to access and use this park? Is it equally open to all classes, genders, and ages, or it is there are some unspoken limits? So, in the city, parks often symbolizes like freedom and democracy, but in practice, they reveal urban inequality. This place looks public, but it's also surveilled and bordered and controlled. So this stop is more than just green spaces, but it is the contested zone that access meets illusions. Okay, so this is all about the F9 Park. Let me zoom it to give you people a clear view. So as you can see that most of the area is covered with the greenery, and here are some tracks for like walking and running, jogging and all that, and here are some area for the children to play. Okay, so the next stop is our next stop is Shakarparinya, Islamabad. So here it is. Let me zoom it. I hope you people are enjoying the virtual Flaneur journey. So, Next, we flew over the Shakaparnya, and from up here, Islamabad spreads out like the quiet blueprint and a city engineered for control, order, and symbolism. So, if we talk about the Walter Benjamin idea of the aura, we can say that this place is heavy with aura. You can stand about above the city, like the parliament buildings are visible in the distance, and the national monuments, and the wide roads, clean zones. Here you can see the wide roads, and you can see that it's quite clean, and it's above the city, and we can see the parliament from here, and a lot of the buildings. So there is a kind of reverence in this perspective. It is a calm imposed above from above. Okay. So, if let's talk about the second theory. If you think about the Leffer might, what Leffer might say here. So, this isn't just a view; it's a narrative. It's the city as seen by the planners, the elite, or the nation builders, and it excludes the messiness of the markets and the homes and the everyday life hustle bustle and everything. Like, it's so calming, and the very design of the Islamabad prioritizes the order with over the organic growth, and the Shakaparya is the lens that hides as much as it reveals. Okay, so it reveals much, but it also hides many things, and the many like the historical background behind it. So, in city literature, this kind of elevated position from the often represents like power, and the surveillance like authority. So, while the aura is represented here, it's not neutral. It reflects whose history gets preserved, and like we have a lot of questions, like whose history is preserved, and whose perspective is elevated, and who gets erased in the process. So, there is a lot of you can say that contradictions. If we have the positive points, we have the negative points along with that. So, let me show you people the pictures. So this is basically the view of the Shakaparnya. Like you can say this is the museum, and this is the like historical architecture of Shakaparnya, and here you can see the um, greenery, and here you can see the wide roads, and like clean environment, and the calmness, and like it's away from the hustle bustle of the everyday life. So I hope you people are enjoying. Our next and third and the last stop is Sadpur village. Okay, so here we are. We reached to Sadpur village. Now let's step basically into the Sadpur village, the oldest surviving part of the city. And here we leave the symmetry of the planned Islamabad and enter a maze of alleys. There are a lot of alleys and stone walls. You can see these are all the stone walls. Let me zoom it. This is the Sadpur village basically. So you can see there are a lot of stone walls, and like everything I am talking about. And this is basically a palimpsest place. Okay, a lot of layers are placed here, and there are a lot of forgotten histories. So this place radiates aura, and even through the screen, you feel a different energy. See, and it is like less polished and more intimate. But this aura isn't just about the nostalgia, it is basically about the complexity. You can see it's like something giving the energy of the complexity. So this kind and that Walter Benjamin believed couldn't be fully captured and replicated and reproduced. Like this is what is it, and we can not replace or reproduce it with any other place in Islamabad, or I guess in Pakistan. So Saidpur is basically a heritage site, but also a living neighborhood, and it's marketed as a cultural hub. But like, we have the questions that who controls the image, that image, like the marketed and the cultural hub, who says that and who has the power to say that. And when we talk about the leper idea returns right to the city, this means that the right to preserve our own narrative and not just serve something like else something else's tourist script. Okay, it has its own like aura and energy. So in city literature, spaces like Sadpur are rich because they contain contradictions and there is just some simplification. You can see here, this is not giving a simple vibe. It is giving the complex vibe. Okay, so they hold what um, so they hold like the right to opacity, which the one of the theorists, I just can't remember his name, talk about. So this right is not to be fully known or decoded or put on display. It is just what is it. And so here, our Flaneur walk becomes slower, more careful. So this is not just a place to consume, but to respect, to listen, and maybe even to leave partially unexplained. Okay, so let me just open the view of Islamabad. So now we are moving. We have moved through the three places, and now I have just opened the um, view of Islamabad and Rawalpindi all over. Okay, so as we zoom back out, what have we learned from this digital stroll? So Benjamin reminds us that aura is the spirit of a place. It is fragile, and more we reproduce it, the more we risk losing what made it unique. Okay, so if we talk about the second theorist, Lepper, and its theory, right to the city, this shows that. Cities are not just made for buildings and roads and uh, like the structure, but it basically talks about the rights to like who belong from here and who own the city and who has the right to be there. Okay, like who has the right to participate and to shape the space where with our stories. So, Islamabad, through this virtual lens, is a city of layered voices, and it is planned and organic. It is polished and raw, and it is something like open and exclusive. And even from home, through a screen, we can walk through these streets as readers of the city and looking for meaning in what other passes by. So thank you so much. This was our journey from. We started from the F9 Park, then we visited the the Shakaparinga Monument, then we visited the Sadpur village, and here we are concluding it. So I hope you people enjoyed this virtual journey along with me. Thank you so much.